Hi everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times joining me, I'm so glad that you found me. And if you're here through YouTube, make sure that you've subscribed. There's a bell down below and you'll get notified immediately as soon as I upload a new video. And if you're through my Facebook page, you'll get notified if you've liked my page. And also, you need to be in my group to get certain special things. So lots of different ways and all the links are down below. So welcome to Wednesday. It's my Mystery Wednesday. So today I went a little bit different. Like my mystery challenges now, I just give 3 clues. And from those 3 clues, you can go into your stash, and then at that point you can basically make a card, and then you can, like, I think it's easier this way, because you can make a card probably from something in your stash, and especially with this one. So today's clues are purple, black, and silver. So kind of a fun sort of thing, but I think a lot of people are thinking purple, black, and silver. It could be Halloween. By all means, it could be Halloween. But I have done all my Halloween cards, and I have this new fitting florets, this fantastic suite that's a sneak peek. As a demonstrator, you can order this ahead of time. Good afternoon. You could order this as a pre-order this month, and then as a customer you get to order it next month. But you can always, if you wanted to, you could join my team and you can get this as part of your starter kit. All right, so this fitting florets is a bundle that is in, and I'll show you the bundle. It's this and these dies, and it will be found, and these are called frame florets, and this can be found in the J to J catalog coming out on January the 4th. So it's a pre sneak peek that you get to see, plus also this beautiful stamp set. And then if you do get the whole suite, there's exclusive product in there, and the product are these gems. They're gold adhesive back swirled gems. They're really pretty. And also there's a Christmas stamp set, and then the beautiful designer series paper. But this is only available while quantities last, or until January the 4th. So it's something to think about. If it's something that you want, I would strongly suggest if you purchase it early, to avoid disappointment. But boy, I've been having lots of fun making things with it. I think I've made up to 6 to 8 cards already with it, and we're going to make another card today. But beautiful, beautiful stuff. So, like I said, I'm going to be using this bundle today. Now, the clues were purple, black, and silver. So, like I'm going a little rogue. I'm sure a lot of people are thinking Halloween, but I'm going to be going with the purple, the black, and the silver. But I'm using Orchid Oasis. And I have this piece of cardstock. It's cut at 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4.25. We're just going to fold into the mountain, and let's just bring in our bone folder and get a really good score line there. Perfect. All right. So then I have a piece of, how did I get my black in there? A piece of black, and it happens to be 4 by 5.25. And yes, it works this way. And it's kind of funny because I'm not going to be, let's see, forgot my glue over there. You know, when I've got all this room out here and I'm doing all this creating, I tend to keep all my stuff over on the other side. Anyways, I've got my black. It happens to be 4 by 5.25. This is just a standard size card. And we'll just go ahead and put that on there. Just like that. Now, I could have gone ahead and embossed on an embossing folder on here, but I kind of wanted a particular look. So, hello, Janet. So I went with that. And then this piece happens to be 3 3/4 by 4. We've got a piece that's 4 by 5.25. That's for the inside. Now, those beautiful frames, I cut out, let's see. Oh my goodness, I didn't pop these out either. I went and I cut out a frame, and I kind of want to, I don't know why I didn't do this. I did this with the white, but I didn't do it with the Orchid Oasis. So the Orchid Oasis is my purple in this particular card for this mystery challenge. So I cut out one frame in Orchid Oasis, and then I cut out another frame in basic white. And then, this is what I was trying to say yesterday. What I wanted to do was I then went and I am going to like this, and that's how I'm going to put this on. I think this has got enough frill and everything else on it that you don't do any embossing on there. And actually, you wouldn't have done the embossing on the black. You would do it on the white. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let's just get this tacky. So I'm going to, first of all, we're just going to put some glue on here, and then we're going to let it set so that it gets to the tacky stage. Probably should have had my silicone mat here as well. But just a thin beaded line. Now, somebody had asked me why I don't use the clear glue, the fine tip glue. And honestly, it doesn't dry fast enough for me, is the reason why I don't use it. But it is an option by all means. Okay, so I'm just going to put that off to the side and let it set. Like I say, I'm not going to put this on until we get this done, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp the sentiment on this with Orchid Oasis. Now, this is a photopolymer stamp set, so I'm going to go ahead and use my paper piercing mat. Now, I really like how this has got an embossed edge around it. But let's see. I think what we'll do is we'll do Wishes for a Beautiful Birthday on here. So this stamp set is photopolymer, but the stamp set that is the Christmas one with the beautiful words on there is rubber, clear mount. Okay, so let's go ahead and just cut this out, or stamp this, I mean. And I want this a little bit up to the front, and I'm hoping I'm not going to get a halo from there. Let's see if I can get that, see if that's straight. For stamping on these ovals, I really like the photopolymer, that's for sure. What a beautiful sentiment, and with the mixed sentiments on there. All right, now what I'm going to do is I think we'll go ahead and we'll stamp the images that we're going to use on here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this image. I'm going to use one of these images, and I'm going to use this leaf image as well. And again, like I say, and I'm going to be coloring. So I'm going to use my Memento Black. I was going to be really rogue with this mystery challenge. And what I was going to do was say that this was the black on this card. But I quite like the black background on there. So we'll just do that one. The leaves on here. And then just one of these. Now, this is the smaller one out of the two. I didn't want any more than that there. And we're just going to go ahead and do that. Now, the dies go to cut these pieces out, but I've already got them colored, but I'm going to show you how they get colored for this particular card. So I'm using the light and dark, and actually probably only will be using the light Orchid Oasis and the dark Soft Succulent, and we are also going to be using, whoops, the color lifter. Oops, that's tacky enough. So I think what I'll do is I'll just put that down on the card right now. Oops, we got something to poke out right there. Just like so. This set is so pretty. It really is. I wonder if that's any indication what's going to be in the J to D mini catalog. I'm going to Vienna for the Stampin' Up on stage. And some of my team are going down to Vancouver. So it's pretty exciting. So we get to see the stamp set or the catalog at that point. Okay, so I'm just actually going to go ahead and put this in here. Now, you notice I quickly checked to make sure that that was okay, that it went in there. This frame tends to stretch out a little bit. So when you go to put this on here, you got to make sure that you just lay it down and then immediately see if it fits on the oval part. The oval part fits in there because it can stretch and this oval will not fit in there. So you can see, like I say, now I've got something for another card that I can use this oval like this. This looks so pretty. All right, so let's go ahead and color these. So like I say, I am just going to be using the light and it's quite dark, this color. And I'm using the bullet end. So I'm just going in and just coloring this. And you'll see how I get this particular one colored. Like I say, it's quite dark, this dark. And I don't like the Highland Heather with it. Highland Heather has got, I think it's got a little bit of yellow in it, where this has got quite a bit of blue. And it doesn't really blend very well together. So when I go to do this, I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm just going to color one of the flowers and I'll color some of the leaves as well. And I'll color all of these leaves on here. Like I say, I'm using the light color. And then the dark soft succulent is just too dark on here. So what I'm doing is I'm using this soft succulent, the light, and getting those darker colors in there and then work on the blending. You don't need it in these smaller ones. Let's see how that. And then just get the dark in there. Okay, you know what? I should just do the one flower up completely. So again, we'll go back in with the light and let's go ahead and do the Orchid Oasis, the flower. And this lines up. There's a die to cut this out. There's a die to cut this out. And there's a die to cut this one and the bigger flower out as well. There we go. So at least we've got one of them colored, and then I'll just bring in the ones that are colored. And then at that point, what we want to do to make this so that it lightens it up a bit is I'm coming in with my color lifter. And now I'm going to lift some of this color off of here. And that is going to give me my shading. So it's almost reverse shading. What we're doing is we're lightening up this part. And this part takes a tiny bit for it to start lifting that color. But you can start seeing it now where it's starting to lift it. So I've left the dark in the darker creases and used this where I would normally use a lighter one. Just this here. And then I would go ahead, color all of these. I would do the same with this, with the Orchid Oasis. And then I would cut it out. But normally what I always do is I cut out first and then color. So I've already gone ahead and colored that. And that's the beauty and the magic of television, right? So you can see where I've lifted those colors off. Okay, let's go ahead. Now, I thought, should it have a bow on there? But honestly, I think this is going to be enough of a card. But remember, I still need to use silver on here. So this is just going to go, make sure I've got it opening the right way. Just like so. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and put these on here, but we're going to use dimensionals on here. It's quite funny how sometimes you have lots of dimensionals. Oh, there we go. Let's go ahead and put those on. When you use your color lifter, you do get quite a bit of the color come through to the other side. And of course, we could use the little dimensionals as well, but I think this will be enough for here. All right, so let's go ahead and take these off. And see why I did the sentiment higher. Hello. We're going to get this up here. That could have been flatter. And then this piece is going to go right in there. Now, in order to get, let's see, we can go here and, you know, I could cut this other piece out, but there's another one. There's actually this banner here is really, really pretty as well. So what I could do is I could have this cut out and put it on a portion of this here. And I just might do that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and cut that out with a mini cut and emboss. Yep, it'll go through. All right. So this is just going to go on here like this. I have my Post-it note tape. And that should just hold that in place. And let's see how that's going to work. Thank you. Like I say, it's quite simple. There's not too much. We're really relying on the beauty of the frames and the stamped images for this particular card. That is for sure. We're not going too much. So that, I'm going to show you how this is going to work on there. I just put that on my stand. And then see this piece here can go right like this. So I'm going to glue it on there and then I'm going to trim that part off. Or what I could do is I could have it coming from the top here. No matter which way that we're going to do it, we're just going to come in. And I would just trim that with my scissors. But there you go. I can't even find those on my desk. All right, so that's going to go that would go in here. So we're going to go ahead and put that in like so. Oh, you know what? Because I did this at 3 3/4 by 5" inside, I can go ahead and put this card in there like that and then just trim these small little bits. And I think that's how I'm going to do that. How things happen when you least expect it. That was not on my plan, that's for sure. So let's go ahead and put that in there. And then we'll come back in as soon as I find those snips. Just trim that part off. So silver, the next part of our clues. So I'm going to use these festive pearls, and they happen to have silver in there. They come in gold, they come in red, and also this soft succulent. So I'm going to come in and we are going to use the silver ones. And you know, we can go ahead and put these on here, and they're so small that I'm actually going to use 5 of them. There we go. And there's the card. That's my mystery card. So like I say, I wish I had those scissors right here. I have so many pairs of scissors. Oh, here we go. And they never seem to be in the right spot. So I'm going to go and we're just going to go ahead and trim this part right here. We're going to trim this part right here. There's the inside of the card and the outside of the card using purple, black, and silver. So I hope you enjoyed that. Now, don't forget to upload your sample of the your mystery challenge using purple, black, and silver. I am expecting to see, thank you. I am expecting to see Halloween cards because that's the direction that I was going to go. Another one is, yes, a banner stamp for, yes, by all means. To me, if you're going to stamp this on the envelope, you're going to have to actually do it and glue that part on there because it does blend through quite a bit. I never know what I'm going to do and who's going to get it anyways. So I have not been doing my envelopes at that point. Okay, so don't forget, upload it to Stampin' with Diane Stamper Group. The link is down below here. And then your name could be drawn. I have 2 draws a month. One is for the mystery and one is for the sketch challenge. And if you live in Canada, I give away a stamp set. And if you live outside of Canada, I cannot send product to you. However, I can send a fantastic tutorial. And this month's tutorial is amazing, let me tell you. In any event, you guys, have a great day. I hope to see you tomorrow night at my Now What series at 6:30 tomorrow night. And don't forget, give me the thumbs up, share my video. That is one of the best compliments that you can give me, is to share my video. And if you live in Canada and you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. So have a great day, and we will talk to you soon. Bye for now.